So the Planned Parenthood shooter was in court yesterday. Now he's currently facing about 179 different felony counts from his attack on Planned Parenthood. Now this is including first-degree murder in the November 27th shooting that killed 3 people and wounded 9 others. Now they killed an Iraq war vet, among other people. I mean, wow. So killed 3 people, wounded 9, and he was in court for this, and he apparently had a few outbursts. Now, I want to show you some of those, and this is a compilation clip courtesy of The Guardian. Let's take a look.
This procedure.
Protect the babies.
There is no.
Let's let it all come out. Truth. Because you added the babies that are supposed to be aborted that day. Because you add that to the list.
Counsel, be careful with these.
Seal the truth, huh?
But also
Kill the babies. That's what Planned Parenthood does.
Any objection to that?
This lawyer is, he's the lawyer for the Batman shooter that drugged them all up, and that's what they want to do to me.
I
You
assume
never know what I saw in that clinic, the atrocities. That's what they want to seal.
in
The
regard
babies.
to deal,
I'm housed with no toilet, no water. Contact Amnesty International. Have them contact me, please.
30
If they want
days.
the truth out.
Unreasonable, Judge.
This is unheard of, that the prosecution is trying to help get the truth out, and you're trying to silence the truth. You're trying to make me go, you want to make...
I think the problem is obvious, Judge.
Nobody will ever know the amount of blood I saw inside that place. I want the truth to come out. There's a lot more to this than me to go silently into the grave. There's a lot of things that they don't want to be known. Planned Parenthood and my lawyer are in cahoots to shut me up, but they don't want the truth out.
The truth. Oh, you want to talk about the truth? Oh, I've never seen so much blood in that place. Yeah, blood from the victims that you murdered. The 3 people that you fucking killed when you went up in there. You want to talk about the truth? Oh, you don't believe the horrors that I've seen in that place. The horrors that you caused when you went in there fucking shooting people for no reason. Oh, no. I'm going to protect the babies. I'm a warrior for the babies. What about the people who are actually alive? What do you think about them? Jesus. Now, some of the stuff that you didn't see is when he said, quote, I am guilty. There's no trial. I'm a warrior for the babies. I'm a warrior for the babies. Now, even in this article, it's from the New York Times, saying that the court, the police, the justice system, well, they still haven't really released a specific motive. I think it's pretty fucking clear what the motive is. I'm a warrior for the babies. Can we stop speculating on the motives already? I think we already know. Like, no, I realize that there's a justice system in place. I get it. But it seems pretty fucking clear to me, and looking through his history, what the motive was. He had clear anti-abortion sentiments. And he was clearly disturbed in other ways. He had a history of violence against women. We covered that before. Can we stop speculating already? Now, as the New York Times explains, the rest of this, and as you've seen, there were angry outbursts, declarations of guilt, and expressions of anti-abortion politics. Let it all come out. You heard him. Let it all come out. The truth. Let's talk about the truth. Can we stop speculating? Can we stop speculating? That's all I ask. Now, his lawyer, who was doing his job, Daniel King, a public defender, now he also said to the court that he'd wish to explore issues of this guy's mental health and said, look, he might not be competent to stand trial. Quote, we have serious concerns about competency in this case. And shortly afterwards, the shooter said, well, you're not my lawyer. You're not my lawyer. Get out of here. Well, you know why? Well, he's saying that is because he doesn't want that lawyer. You see, he's proud of killing 3 innocent people. Why? because he thinks that he's the hero. He thinks that he's doing the right thing. He's a warrior for the babies. He's a warrior. Ironic. And it's not as if this guy hasn't went after Planned Parenthood before. Look, he's done it before. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't shot anyone before. But he's went after Planned Parenthood before in less violent ways. Once trying to put glue in all the locks to try and keep people from going in and getting health care. Because that's what most of the services that Planned Parenthoods provide are health-related services. Only 3% of what they do are abortions. The rest is things like pap smears and cancer screenings and contraception coverage. That's what they do. 3% is abortions. But no, he doesn't care about that. You know why? Because of the horrors that he's seen. The horrors. Odds are that this guy inflicted much more horrors that day where he went into the Planned Parenthood. Which, by the way, the security measures of a Planned Parenthood are very, very strict. Even before this happened, with all of the terroristic threats that Planned Parenthood has gotten, they've upped their security game. The guy didn't even get through the first locked door. But he got in far enough to murder 3 people and seriously injured 9 others. So no, you didn't even get into those rooms. Oh, you wouldn't believe the horrors that I saw. No, the horrors are from you. You are the horror. Anyway. So he's been after this, right? So he's been after Planned Parenthood for a while. So it seems like it's a pretty obvious case that he was politically motivated to do an act of terror against Planned Parenthood. And here's the thing about him. And we went over his history before, but I want to give you a little refresher here. Now, this guy has been described by relatives and neighbors as a loner with an anti-government worldview and has expressed extreme anti-abortion views. And this is according to an ex-wife and others. Now, according to one law enforcement official, during his arrest, this guy said, "No more baby parts." No more baby parts. This was not a spontaneous attack. This guy has a history with run-ins to the law, going after Planned Parenthoods, having extreme anti-abortion views, which by themselves don't make you a violent person. But it's obvious that some of those views are certainly a factor in why, probably the main factor in why he performed this terroristic attack against Planned Parenthood. He's had a history of violence against women, and I think it was the videos. It's almost clear that the videos put out by the Center for Medical Progress that I think pushed this guy to do this. Once again, no more baby parts. I'm a warrior for the babies. Planned Parenthood's killing the babies, selling them for parts. This guy's seen these videos. And here's the thing. This whole thing is sort of ironic, right? Since this guy seems to be a warrior for life. Seems to be so pro-life. He's so pro-life that he'll kill 3 people that are already alive to protect the fetus.